For centuries, people around the world have reported hearing strange, unexplained sounds emanating from the sky. These eerie noises, often described as metallic groans, booming horns, or even trumpets, have sparked curiosity and fear in equal measure. What could be the source of these mysterious sounds? Could they be messages from beyond our world, or is there a more earthly explanation? Join us as we journey to unravel the enigma of these sonic anomalies. Our planet is not silent. It's a symphony of vibrations, some subtle, some powerful enough to shake the ground beneath our feet. But what about the sounds that seem to originate not from the earth, but from the sky above? Could the vast expanse of space, often perceived as a silent void, be the source of these mysterious sounds? One possibility lies in the dynamic relationship between the Earth and the Sun. Our star is not a placid ball of fire, but a raging furnace of nuclear fusion, spewing forth a constant stream of charged particles known as the solar wind. This solar wind, when it interacts with the Earth's magnetic field, can trigger a dazzling display of auroras, those shimmering curtains of light that dance across the polar skies. But this interaction can also generate powerful electromagnetic waves. Could these waves, propagating through the Earth's atmosphere, be the source of some of the sounds we hear? The Earth's magnetic field itself is a dynamic force, constantly shifting and fluctuating. These fluctuations, influenced by solar activity and the movement of molten iron within the Earth's core, can generate ultra-low frequency, ULF waves. These ULF waves, while inaudible to the human ear, can interact with the ionosphere, the electrically charged layer of our atmosphere. This interaction, some scientists theorize, could potentially produce audible sounds as the ULF waves modulate the ionosphere's properties. Imagine, if you will, the Earth's magnetic field is a giant instrument, played by the solar wind and the planet's internal dynamo. The sounds we hear, perhaps, are just a faint echo of this cosmic symphony, a reminder that we are inextricably linked to the celestial dance of energy and matter. While the heavens above may offer some clues to the origins of mysterious sky sounds, we must also turn our gaze inward to the Earth itself. Our planet is a living, breathing entity, its surface constantly reshaping and reforming through the relentless forces of geology. These forces, too, can generate sounds, some subtle, some powerful enough to be heard for miles. Deep beneath our feet, tectonic plates collide and grind against each other, releasing tremendous amounts of energy in the form of earthquakes. While we typically associate earthquakes with ground shaking, these seismic events can also generate infrasound sound waves with frequencies below the range of human hearing. These infrasound waves, however, can travel long distances through the atmosphere and may be perceived by some as a low rumble or hum. In addition to earthquakes, the Earth's crust is riddled with faults and fissures, pathways for gases to escape from deep within the planet. These gas emissions, often accompanied by low-frequency sounds, can create an eerie, otherworldly atmosphere, especially in areas with high geothermal activity. Imagine, for example, the hissing of steam vents or the deep rumbling of volcanic tremors, sounds that can easily be mistaken for something more mysterious. The Earth, in its own way, is a master musician, capable of producing a symphony of sounds using nothing more than rock, ice, and the forces of nature. From the groaning of glaciers to the booming of sand dunes, our planet's geological orchestra is always playing, often in frequencies too low for us to hear directly. But these sounds, amplified and distorted by the atmosphere, could be contributing to the chorus of mysterious noises reported around the world. Consider the immense power of glaciers. As these rivers of ice slowly grind their way across the landscape, they carve out valleys, pulverize rock, and generate powerful vibrations that can travel through both the Earth and the atmosphere. These vibrations, often in the form of infrasound, can manifest as a deep, resonant hum, a sound that could easily be mistaken for something otherworldly. In arid regions, even the humble sand dune can become a source of strange sounds. As wind whips across the surface of a dune, it can cause the sand grains to vibrate, generating a low-frequency hum known as singing sand. This phenomenon, while not fully understood, is thought to be related to the size, shape, and moisture content of the sand grains. While often described as a melodic hum, singing sand can also produce booming sounds, especially in large dunes. And then there are the singing rocks. These geological formations, found in various locations around the world, emit bell-like tones when struck. While the exact mechanisms behind these sounds are still being investigated, they are thought to be related to the composition and structure of the rocks themselves. Imagine a landscape dotted with these sonic sentinels, their music carried on the wind, adding to the chorus of unexplained sounds that fill our world. While we search for explanations in the cosmos and the depths of our planet, we must also acknowledge the role of human activity in shaping the soundscape of our world. From the roar of jet engines to the din of industrial machinery, we have become quite adept at filling the world with our own noises. Could some of these human-made sounds be contributing to the mystery of sky sounds? One prime suspect is supersonic aircraft, particularly military jets capable of breaking the sound barrier. When an object travels faster than the speed of sound, it creates a shockwave that propagates through the air, producing a loud, booming sound known as a sonic boom. While sonic booms are often associated with aircraft, they can also be generated by other objects, such as meteoroids entering the atmosphere. Military exercises, often shrouded in secrecy, could be another source of unexplained sounds. The testing of new weapons systems, experimental aircraft, or even large explosions could generate powerful sound waves that travel for miles, leaving those who hear them baffled and concerned. The clandestine nature of these activities often makes it difficult to pinpoint the source of the sounds, adding to the mystery surrounding them. The atmosphere is not just the air we breathe. It's a vast, dynamic ocean of gases that envelops our planet, playing a crucial role in shaping our weather, climate, and even the sounds we hear. Just as the ocean's currents can carry a message in a bottle across vast distances, so too can the atmosphere act as a conduit for sound, sometimes amplifying it, sometimes distorting it, and often carrying it far from its source. One atmospheric phenomenon that can play tricks with sound is temperature inversion. Normally, the temperature of the atmosphere decreases with altitude, but during an inversion, a layer of warm air sits atop a layer of cold air, trapping sound waves near the ground. This trapping effect can cause sounds to travel much farther than they normally would, making distant noises seem unnaturally loud and close. Wind, too, can influence how we perceive sound. A tailwind can carry sound waves along, making them seem louder and closer, while a headwind can have the opposite effect, muffling sounds and making them seem fainter and farther away. The turbulent nature of wind can also distort sound waves, causing them to bend and scatter, making it difficult to pinpoint their origin. And then there's atmospheric ducting, a phenomenon in which sound waves get trapped between layers of air with different temperatures or densities. These layers act like a natural waveguide, channeling sound waves over long distances with minimal loss of energy. Imagine a sound wave bouncing back and forth between these layers, like a whisper echoing down a long hallway. This is how sounds from distant sources, such as thunderstorms, volcanic eruptions, or even human activities, can be carried for hundreds of miles, sometimes arriving at their destination with surprising clarity. The universe is filled with wonders, both seen and unseen, heard and unheard. From the whisper of the wind to the roar of a supernova, our cosmos is alive with sound. And while we may never fully unravel the mystery of every strange noise that emanates from the sky, the search itself is a testament to our insatiable curiosity, our desire to understand the world around us, from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy. So the next time you hear a strange sound, a sound that seems to defy explanation, take a moment to listen, to appreciate the symphony of our universe, a symphony that has been playing for billions of years, long before we were here to hear it, and will continue to play long after we are gone. For in the grand tapestry of the cosmos, even the most enigmatic sounds have a story to tell, a story that speaks to the interconnectedness of all things, from the heavens above to the earth below.